Hello, my aquas. Yeah, just thought I'd chuck a little how they view your connection in read. I'm up to date with my December reads, so I wanted to get some content out this weekend. So yeah, it's just a little something I've pulled off the top of my head, so go with the flow on it. And it is intended for the person you are thinking of and how they view your connection. So how they view the connection with you. I'm going to chuck myself down in the corner. It's quite late at night here and I'm feeling a bit tired, but I'm going to chuck it out anyway. Okay, I'm going to chuck this read out anyway. So this, my aquas, is how the person you are thinking of, how they view your connection with them. Remember, I'm picking up on energy, so you can flip the read if you need to flip the read. If this is how you're feeling about them, you can take it that way, okay? But my intention is for how they feel about you, but you can flip it if you need. So underneath the deck, we had the Six of Pentacles, and this is that, you know, the equal reciprocity card, the equalness, the give and take, the balance within a relationship. And I'm feeling here with this that your person is feeling there is some unequalness within the connection that you have, okay? Whether they feel that they can't give to you as much as you give to them, or whether that you don't give as much to them as they give to you. There is a feeling of unequalness within the situation and within your connection. And that is what I'm feeling with that card, okay? So their overall energy is the Devil. So there is some sort of bad pattern of behavior within this connection that you have with this person. Bad influence, a codependency on the relationship itself or on substance. But there is there is some sort of negative behavior pattern within this connection, okay? Let's see the obstacle. What is the obstacle? Shadow. Yeah. There is some shadow work that needs to be done within this connection. Now, whether it's them, my aquas, or whether they feel it's you, take it as it resonates. Remember, you can flip the read if you need. But there is something going on here that is reoccurring, that is a pattern of behavior that needs to be addressed, okay? I'm feeling a deep connection here. I'm feeling either a soulmate connection, or if you believe in twin flame, I'm believing it's that's that connection. Do you know what? I'm actually feeling it might be a karmic. It might be a karmic connection for lessons. But take it as it resonates, however you feel on what you feel your connection is with this person. It's definitely a karmic situation. It's definitely for a lesson. There is shadow work that needs to be done. There's some sort of pattern of behavior that is reoccurring either with you or with them, and it is about drawing off of that and lessons, okay? This relationship, this person in your life, my aquas, is a big lesson. A lot of self-reflection here I am hearing, okay? Just 2222 on my phone there. Okay, this person, my aquas, the person you are thinking of, their current situation is the King of Swords. So I really feel here there's a detachment from emotion. King of Swords character has been coming out quite a lot in all of these reads that I've been doing. It's someone I really feel, with this 2020 coming up and this new decade coming up, it's a lot of people standing in their power, a lot of people taking the attitude of they're going to go for what they desire and taking their power back within a situation. It's like leaving the old behind them, ready for this new decade that's coming in, this new 2020 that's coming in. I really feel this is someone who has emotionally disconnected. They are trying to be clear-headed and thinking logically in a situation. Okay, they're focused on what they need to be focused on. They're trying to think things through in a logical manner. Okay, and they could quite easily be emotionally detached from you. Okay, how they view this connection, my Aquas, is the Judgment. There's a big decision here. This is a big card for how they view this connection. This is about lessons. This is about spiritual awakening. Okay, this is about decisions and understanding what this relationship was. It was a lesson to learn from. Maybe lots of triggers. Maybe they triggered you, you triggered them. A lot of shadow work, a lot of self-reflection to do, a lot of understanding of themselves. Maybe you have had a lot of understanding of yourself as well in this relationship. This is mirroring. I want to say it's twin flame. I want to say it's karmic. If you don't believe in twin flame, definitely a soulmate karmic situation for lessons. Okay, this is about drawing new conclusions. It's like massive shifts that are occurring within this relationship now, but there is also a sense of, believe it or not, forgiveness and compassion for each other. If that hasn't come about yet, I feel it will come about, because in these connections there's always this unconditional love, regardless of whether you really dislike this person at this present moment in time. There's a sense of, underneath it all, an understanding and a sense of love still. You may not be in love with the person, but there's a sense of love still, a sense of understanding because of this karmic situation, because of this lesson. There may be empathy here. I'm feeling, Aquas, on your part rather than theirs for some reason, and that's just intuitively I feel that. But this is about big shifts within this union now, within this relationship, and how they feel towards the connection is that shifts are occurring. They have been awoken by this connection. They have learned something from this connection. They may be doing shadow work. You may have triggered each other quite a bit in this connection, and it was a difficult connection. I'm feeling it was a difficult connection. Okay, in their headspace, yeah, is the Ten of Wands. So this is a completion. Tens are about completion of a cycle, something that was heavy, something that carried a lot of burden with it, a relationship that carried a lot of burden with it, a lot of responsibility with it. But this is a sense of them wanting to get to a place of stability within their life now. And maybe with this Judgment card, having to make quite a tough decision to disconnect, to break free, because of because of upheaval and upset and turbulence within a relationship. But the Ten of Wands is all about, you know, the new beginning, finding some stability, releasing that burden, releasing the responsibility that they felt came with this relationship. There was definitely something that wasn't balanced within this relationship. In their heart space is the Hangman. I really feel it's about them taking a new perspective now on the situation. I feel this person may be, my Aqua's, becoming a bit enlightened to their part in this relationship, their input. Yeah, it takes two. This shadow side, yeah, it takes two to make a relationship. And it takes two for everything to happen within a relationship and for it to be allowed to happen. Okay, so it's never one party. Even if you were dealing with, you know, a manipulative person, it's how you react to that person, that you know, that makes that relationship. You know, you could quite easily go, that's it, I'm not putting up with your manipulative ways anymore, I'm walking away, and you end it there and then. But for some reason in this relationship, it's a very karmic relationship. You either couldn't walk away, you had to stay, and you fed it, and they fed it, and then universe has made that judgment call, has brought that tower in, or if they haven't, will do, and something will go amiss here. If the relationship hasn't already been torn apart, it will be torn apart. Believe me, universe will bring that in, and that shift will come in. This person in their head is in Hangman state, and this is inner expansion. This is inner movement. This is about being true to yourself, changing things up. Okay, your thoughts, your behavior, seeing things differently, that taking that new look at things, that new perspective on things, that aha moment. Okay, and I really do, there's a lot of self-reflection going on, my Aquas, with this person that you are dealing with. And remember, you can flip the energy if you need to flip the energy. This could be you and doing a lot of self-reflection. In fact, with this shadow, I'm really feeling mirroring, and I'm really feeling that the pair of you were in a karmic situation, and you're probably going through the same sort of emotion and same sort of feelings as each other here. I'm hearing the word triggered a lot. You both triggered each other. It was probably a very one-sided relationship. Maybe you withdrew from each other. You didn't express yourself properly to each other. One side withdrew to keep the peace. You know, one party withdrew to keep the peace in a relationship, or because if you spoke up, it would have kicked off. There would have been arguments. It was just a karmic situation, to learn lessons from. I really feel, my Aquas, your person is going through a bit of a spiritual awakening with the Judgment and the Hangman. It is about inner growth and changing something up within themselves, doing that shadow work, self-reflection, and looking at this relationship in a different way now. A lesson more than anything else. Okay, their action towards you is the Knight of Pentacles. I don't feel anytime soon that they will be making any action towards you. I really feel with the Knight of Pentacles here that it's that someone is working on themselves here, their own grounding, their own stability. This horse is completely stationary, okay? The Knight is looking over his shoulder. They may look back on this relationship, but again, it's for lessons. It's understanding why it happened, what they can take from it, what not to repeat again. It's a very stationary, in this situation, a very stationary Knight, trying to get to some sort of a long-term grounding and stability with their own life. I don't feel my Aquarius person is going to be taking any action towards you. This was one massive karmic situation for lessons. And the outcome of this situation, yeah, is the Four of Cups. You know, there is sadness here. There is a sense of a missed opportunity here. Okay, and disappointment and a disconnect because something wasn't balanced within this relationship. Okay, I feel they probably do look back on you as divine, as you being divinely handed to them, but it is all for a lesson. It is all for a lesson, and to have learned something from this relationship. There is some sense here of a missed opportunity and the desire for this connection again, but I feel this connection is done for the time being. Remember, we're looking at about a 6-week period from whenever you're watching it. I feel for the time being, this connection is done. It was for a lesson, a karmic lesson. It's quite simple. There's shadow work to be done on both sides, self-reflection to be done on both sides. There were red flags in this relationship right from the get-go. You know, if you look back, you would have spotted things that weren't right, things that didn't sit right, things that weren't balanced in this relationship. It's time to self-reflect. It's time to understand what this relationship was for you. It's time to draw the conclusion from this relationship about what lessons you've learned. It's about moving forward now to a more stable, secure place for you and this person. I know this was how they view the connection, but I'm really feeling this is a joint energy, and I'm feeling that because I feel you're mirroring each other. Okay, so I feel it. You're both doing inner work. You're both moving forward slowly, trying to gain some stability back within your life. And I feel both of you feel like this was a person handed to you for that lesson, but you both feel a missed opportunity here because there was a massive connection, a huge connection, a huge soul connection, a huge karmic connection. This goes way back. This goes past life, okay? This connection will probably always be between the two of you. It may get weaker as time goes on, but you will always, in some shape or form, have a connection with each other. And you will probably always feel it was some sort of missed connection here, a missed opportunity, but it wasn't. It was a lesson, okay? handed to you for you to stop repeating the same cycle that you repeat. This relationship was for self-reflection, to learn something, and now for you to move on, for both of you to move on to something more stable and something more secure and something more grounded. And I believe that the energies are mirroring each other. So I believe it's you, they feel this way, you feel this way. Very mirroring energy, very karmic energy, very relationship for a lesson to be learned. And it's about moving forward now. It's about moving forward. I believe this connection happened a while ago. This isn't fresh. This isn't fresh energy. This is a sense of, there's a sense of sadness here, why things couldn't have been different. But there's a sense of knowing here as well now as to why this situation happened for you. I really do feel that this connection was a good couple of years ago. I'm feeling that. And it's taken a while for everything to settle down, you to sort of understand why this happened for you. A massive lesson for both of you, okay? But you are still, believe it or not, and this is why they're still turning up in your readings, my Aquas, you are still mirroring each other. And that is because of this soul karmic connection. And you are both on the same journey and you're both moving forward slowly. This person probably isn't on your mind that much anymore. But they are still there. They are still there in your thoughts, okay? Good couple of years, this connection I'm feeling. But they are still showing up in your reads. Yeah, something wasn't equal. There was some sort of toxicity going on. And the work is still being done today. It's still being done today. The shadow work never stops. The work is still being done today. Although with that 9 there, do you know what? I really, with this shadow and this 1 and 8, this 18 breaking down to a 9, I really feel that this karmic situation is actually coming to a completion. It's not quite there yet, but it's coming to a completion. It's coming to a closure of some sort. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. It's an old relationship. It's a past life relationship. It was for lessons. Please do some shadow work. Please do some self-reflection, which I see you're doing and they are doing as well. And try not to repeat it or allow a relationship like this into your life again. It's about you understanding what the lesson was and them understanding what the lesson was. One huge karmic lesson here. Learn from it. You will not have to repeat a cycle like this again if you learn your lesson from this relationship. And they are mirroring and you are mirroring and you are both going through it. I do feel it's a couple of years old, this relationship, but it now and again it comes back into your energy, okay? Because the connection it will always be there. I feel it's nearing on completion, this karmic cycle, but the connection will always be there. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. It's an old connection. Just get on with your life. Okay, get on with your life. Take things slow. Find some stability within your life, my Aquas. Keep pushing on through. Yeah, that's all I can say. This person, however you're feeling, this person's feeling as well. Okay. I love you long time. I love me hardback. And I'll be back for 2020 projection very soon. And namaste.